What's going on, everyone? Sports back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Toronto Raptors' 33rd overall pick in this year's draft, as the Toronto Raptors did select at 33 overall tonight Christian Koloko out of Arizona, and I really like this pick. I think it's a solid pick for the Raptors. He was the first guy I talked about in the potential Raptors draft target video, so you obviously know that he is one of my favorite players in this range of the draft. And I actually kind of predicted it, especially after the first round. And I think this is a solid pick for the Raptors. He's a 7'1" center from Cameroon. And like I said in the last video, I talked about his connection with Siakam and how that obviously might make sense, and that he's from Africa, a place that the Raptors like to develop a lot of players, draft some players, bring in some players from. So it makes a lot of sense, obviously, and going based off the Raptors' track record, this is something that was a good trade, without a question. So. I think it's a good trade for the Raptors, a good selection for the Raptors. Take a look at his stats in his third year in college for Arizona, 2021-2022. He averaged 12.6 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, and 2.8 blocks per game. So he's obviously going to bring some nice defensive play, which is something that obviously excites you. I think defensive play is a very important thing, and I think the Raptors really value that two-way game, and he really brings it. He started all 37 games that he played last season for Arizona. He averaged 25 minutes a game. Like I said, the numbers were good, and he's not going to shoot the three, but that is something like that like I've said a lot. The Raptors can develop a shot in players. We've seen it a lot. But his free throw percentage, not great, but for a center, his size is pretty good, 74%. You could live with that. It was 35% in his first year, moved up to 63%, and then 74%. So it's obviously taking leaps every season, as his entire game. So that's obviously a bright spot in his game, and it's definitely something to hope that continues. And you only expect it to continue. He's 22 years of age. He just turned 22 a couple days ago. So I really like this pick for the Toronto Raptors, and I think it makes a whole ton of sense. An NBA player, current NBA player that a lot of scouts and analysts and insiders compare Koloko to is Clint Capella, and that's a pretty good player. If you can give the Raptors a Clint Capella from the 33rd pick overall, that is a solid selection. That would be a slam dunk in my opinion. Clint Capella is great, and he had some really good seasons over there in Houston. So, I really like this Koloko pick. Obviously, you guys knew I liked him from before the draft, so I'm excited about this. What does this mean now for the future of the Raptors in terms of the center position? Now, this is interesting because he's a very similar player to Boucher. He's got the same build. He's a tall guy, kind of skinny. So a lot of people may, figure what happens now with Chris Boucher. Now, he's an unrestricted free agent, so I could see this playing out many ways. The Raptors re-sign him and he helps Koloko's development. Or the Raptors get rid of him. He either walks or it's a sign-and-trade scenario. There's a few ways I could see this playing out. I'm not even going to predict anything because it's too tough to tell right now. There's 6 days. Well, it's after midnight here Eastern time, but technically a week. Let's say a week until free agency opens up. So, we'll see what happens in about a week. We're going to have a lot of answers, on the Toronto Raptors, so that's obviously going to be interesting. But Koloko, I would expect to get some minutes this upcoming season, just, given how thin the Raptors are at the center spot. I think he definitely gets into that bench role, into the top 8 or 9, pieces. I really like him, and I'm confident and comfortable with him playing minutes right out of the gate in the NBA. But guys, that's all I got in this video. You guys let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on this pick by the Toronto Raptors. I love the pick. It was something I kind of saw coming. I really liked them, as I mentioned in my draft targets video. But you guys let me know your thoughts on the pick. A lot of Raptor fans on Twitter that I'm seeing really like the pick. as do I. But you guys let me know all that good stuff down below in the comment section. As always, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We'll see you guys on the next video, and as always, let's go Raptors.